Hello and welcome to another video. Today in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use TradingView so that you can start doing your technical analysis like a pro using the TradingView software. So some of you are coming with moderate experience, but trust me, after watching this video, you'll be able to have a golden standard experience on how to use this excellent software like a pro. That's basically my goal in this video, and I'm going to be exposing you to thousands of tricks I've learned from lots of hours and hours I've spent on the TradingView app. So right here, I'm currently in my home screen. As you can see, I made a YouTube video on how to set up your TradingView account, and we're using the TradingView account via web link. This is a website. We're on TradingView website. So I'm not using the desktop app nor the mobile app. I'm using it on website. So I'm going to head over to product and click super chat. Now my super chat is just getting started right away. So you can see my TradingView chat the way it looks. I've posted a video. I made a video recently, still on that same previous video, on how to set up your chat nice and clean. So let's just use a particular. I want to use a clean currency pair. Let me use USD card. So you can observe my chart the way it's looking and my candlestick. And still on that video, make sure that I dropped the setting on how to make your chart look exactly like this if you really love my chart. So now we are going to be exploring TradingView. Generally, I know some of you will be confused on seeing this chart, but I'm going to take you through step-by-step process. So now here, looking right here, we have a menu bar right here, different sections of menu bars. And each bar has their own particular uses and purpose. I'm going to be breaking it down step by step. So watch the end of this video. So we are going to right click right here. If you right click, we are going to move down to setting. This is the first concept I'm going to be introducing. Okay, let me right click again. We right click. You see, we have reset chart. This is basically to reset your chart to the default mode. Then we just ignore this. Let's head over to settings. Once you click on settings, you are going to be seeing different options here. We have symbols, we have status 9, skills and 9, canvas, trading, alert, event. What we'll basically be focusing on as a beginner is symbol. Now this is, in my previous video, I asked you guys to snap this screenshot. You can pause the video and take note of this setting. So this green, you can just go over here, select it. Now, mind you, the first box is denoting the bullish candle, and the second box is denoting the body of the bearish candle. So these are both body of bullish and bearish. So this is my bullish. For my bullish, I love it this green. So you can just come over here and select any color that you want. I select green. And as you can see right here, my chart color has changed. Then the bullish, let's say I use red. You can see, look right at my candlestick on my chart. You can see the color has changed. So I'll just leave it back at black and then leave this at green. You can add this color here. Just click on the plus icon. You can pause the video and screenshot this particular setting. Just type this on your on this menu here, type it on your keyboard and you're going to get exactly this color I use for my bullish candle body. So the border wicks, I leave it black. Now your time zone, depending on your country time zone, you are going to set it at UTC plus, depending on your country's time zone. Next is precision, we leave it at default. Now the status line is just the controls what is going to display on your chart screen. So let me turn on logo so that you observe. You see, I turn on logo, title, open market status, chart value. You can just turn on all of this. Volume, last day, change value. Then you turn on your indicator title, input, Just make sure you turn on everything background. So when you click on OK, you can observe there are lots and lots of things that has been added on my chart screen. So you can observe this. This is for my EMA. And don't worry, I'm going to be showing you how to set up your EMA. So now we are going to look at this particular menu here. This particular menu right here. This particular menu right here is very, very important. I think it's very, very useful. One of the most useful menu in the trading view, especially for beginners like you. So we are going to be going through them. We have the cursor. Cursor, when you select it, it comes in two form, cross, dot, or arrow. I basically prefer to use the cross, and I'll advise you to use cross. It just enable you to go through your charts and you can see levels, and you can also scroll, move the mouse, you scroll through your chart, and you can also use it to identify level. You see key level area, you can observe particular position using this particular cross line. You can see the dotted line showing us value of markets that we are currently on. Next, we'll go over to trend line. This particular section has trend line. Basically, what is more important for you as beginner is your trend line and your parallel channel. That is what I basically, so I want you to favorite them. Look at it, favorite, click it, it will turn to gold. Even this extended line, just favorite everything I've just favorited here. Make sure you favorite it on your chart as well. So they are going to be appearing on this particular section. You can see down here. These are where all what you favorited based off on this menu, but this is where they are going to appear in. So our trend line is very important. Trend line, you can just click trend line, draw a particular trend line. It's very important in mapping out structure. So next is we also want to take into important parallel channel. Parallel channel as well. We are going to be explaining its uses. This is how a parallel channel looks like. Sorry, I don't know what's happened. This is how a parallel channel looks like. So we are going to be mastering how to draw this subsequently when we are going through technical analysis. What else? So this is what I need. Horizontal line. Horizontal line is basically for just mapping out a particular section that you see. So if you just tap it, you are going to see a horizontal line appear right on your chart. Then the rest, what else? We have vertical line as well. If you tap to create a vertical line, and all these have settings. Once you click on a particular item like this, you are going to see this particular bar appear. Here you can change the color, the line color. If it's for line, you can see my vertical line has changed. Let me make it red. Can you see? Then text, you can change the text. You can input text right here, each of this particular line. So I'm going to be explaining further why we continue. So that's all on that particular section. We move into this particular section. Here, basically, just favorite your fib channel, fib zone, and then fib retracement. That's really what we are going to favorite. Basically, what I only use for trading and what is important to us as beginners is just this fib retracement. Fib retracement, you can draw it, you can observe it, something like this. We use it to mark out where to get our support and resistance area, or we measure retracement. So you use it to measure retracement basically. So you can copy my setting. You see, anytime you see this particular box here in TradingView, this is always your setting menu. You can set everything from here, or you can just, yes, you can just click on this setting and then set everything. Go to style. So I want you all to copy this particular style, pause the video, make sure your Fibonacci fib retracement to style is basically the same with mine. So you can pause the video and make sure this is the top. Let me give you time. This is the top. So I scroll. Make sure your setting is like this. Tick where you're supposed to tick. You see, this is it. So this is it. Next, if you are marking up your settings, some of these lines you can observe dotted lines like this. This is basically for opacity. We reduce the opacity. So please make sure you reduce the opacity wherever you see this particular shadings, like little black boxes inside. That means opacity was reduced. So see this one. These are some of them. So not all lines were ticked. You tick those that were ticked. Pause the video, tick those that were ticked. Then ignore those that were not ticked. So you can see. So you click OK. And once you get that setting, your Fibonacci will look exactly like this. This is very, very helpful, as this Fibonacci makes things very easy and is beginner friendly. So I recommend you set your Fibonacci this way. Next, we have pattern. We don't use this much. We also have this particular long and short position. I want you to favorite this particular position, the long and short position. The long and short position is basically for measuring your risk to reward in every trade. If you are buying, you use the long position. If you are selling, you use the short position. You use it to measure your risk to reward in every trade. This is it. Short position for selling. I use it to measure my risk to reward. I know where to put my stop loss. You can see stop and then target, your TP. You know where to put it if you are selling. Your take profits. So I want you to just favorite long and short position. Ignore the rest. Then here we also have brush, highlighters, arrow markers. I want you to just favorite brush. Forget about this highlighter. Forget about this arrow marker. Favorite this rectangle is very important. Favorite the path to the circle, the ellipse to and triangle. Notice once you keep favoriting, you observe that they keep on adding at this particular section here. And I told you each element you open on the TradingView, each of them has setting. Once you click on them, you're going to be seeing this setting appearing right. Say this is for your settings. You click on this, you can adjust colors and you can just play around with it, and you're going to be observing changes. So I think we are done with this segment. Next, I say favorite your rectangle. Don't forget, we move to text. Just favorite only text. The rest are not useful to you as beginners. Then this magnet tool, not important. You can favorite it. Very soon we're going to be explaining. You just favorite it. Okay, you don't need to favorite it. We are going to be explaining it later. So lock or drawings. This is to lock a particular drawing. Let's say I don't want this feed to, I just drew. I don't want it to move. This is it. I can move it. But once I lock it, I've locked it. It cannot be able to move it. Can see I've locked my Fibonacci. Sorry, I forgot something. Now, if you see lock, sorry, if you look here, you can see they have lock or drawing. If I click this without selecting any tool, all drawings are going to be locked. If I did not select a particular tool, all drawings are going to be locked. Let's say I did not select Fibonacci, I just leave it and click this, all drawing will be locked. But once I select a particular tool like this, you can see the lock here and the setting. This lock will lock only Fibonacci. You can also lock it from here. But if you do not select any and you click on lock, all drawings are going to be locked. I don't know if that is clear. Now this is also for hide. If I click Fibonacci, you can also see it, or any other items on this menu. If I click it and I lock it, okay, no eyes here, and I click this eye column here, this eye, I'm going to hide all drawing because I did not select any. So if I select a particular one and I click this particular, okay, this particular eye is basically for everything. I observe it. I just observed it right now. This particular eye is to lock everything. To hide everything, to hide everything on your chart. This is to hide everything. Even the lock, this particular lock is to lock everything. I can just see that. It's not necessary I select. So if I want to just lock just one particular thing, I'll just use this tab here to lock. Once I click it, the tab that appears, I just click on lock and everything is going to lock. Only that particular item I selected is going to lock. Same thing with delete. If you scroll down, you're going to see delete here. So let me look at this. I scroll up. Can you see this particular arrow here is to scroll down? There are still other two. So if you click on delete, you can see remove all 7 drawings. All the items on your chart are the drawings. So when you want to remove all of them, just click remove all 7 drawings. Say yes, remove them. See, everything on our chart has been removed. So if you want to delete, this is how to delete. You can also remove indicators if you have indicators. You use this delete to remove indicators. So make sure you favorite all I ask you to favorite on your chart. Next, we are going to be heading to this top column. This particular column is where you can search any currency pair you want to analyze. Let's say you want to use USD card. They are the same. You can just select any particular option you want. USD card, you can see different USD card, but me, I prefer using FXCM, so we use FXCM. So this is it. If you are making any setting on a particular USD card type like this, let's say you select FXCM. Now, if you make setting on FXCM, you don't expect to see it on Owando because you do not make those settings on Owando. So when you select FXCM, make sure that you maybe when you come back to your TradingView, you select that pair that you did your analysis on. It should be FXCM. Don't use Owando when you are using FXCM previously. So we will stay on FXCM. So EMA is very important. I've told you. You can watch the previous video. I also shared how to use setup EMA. Make sure these 2 EMA are very important for us as beginners. So I'm going to click this I button to expose them. So you can see my EMA 8 and 18. You can check the previous video and learn how to set this EMA because it's very important in trading. EMA 8 and 18 basically is very important. It's what we are going to be focusing on as beginners. So you can see our USD card, this title here being exposed. And then these are time frame, very, very important. You can favorite the basic time frame. The basic time frame in Forex is your 1 minute, your 5 minutes, your 1 hour, your 4 hours, your daily, your weekly, your monthly. Make sure these are all favorited. Forget about, okay, yeah, 1 minute is important. Forget about 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Just favorite 1 minute. 5 minutes is also important. Favorite 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Forget about 45 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours. Keep scrolling, scroll like this. Then your 1 day, daily time frame, your 1 week, and your 1 month. Those are the basic important time frame we are going to be using, and you're going to see them appear at this session. Next, we have candle. You can change from candle to line, stick, or bar, but we prefer candle and line stick. So just forget about the bar. We're not going to be using it now as beginner. We're going to be using candlestick and then line stick. So these are the 2 basic bar style. So the candle, make sure you favorite it, and the line. That's all. So if you change it to line, you can see here, you see the way the line chart looks like. So please leave it at candle stick so you can see, use it for your analysis. I think that is basically all we need to know. And very important, there is what we call object tree. Lest I forget, object tree display every object, particularly on your chart. You can hide it. You can see this eye. If you want to hide a particular thing on the chart, you go to object tree and hide it. Let's say I draw a rectangle or Fibonacci. Let's just use, or a vertical line, for example. If I go to my object tree, you see vertical line appear. So I can lock it here, hide it here, or delete it. This is very, very easy and beginner friendly. So you click it disappears. You click it, it appears. So I think that's all on how to use TradingView. So make sure you watch the previous video on how to set up TradingView before you watch this particular video so that you can be able to follow up on some of